Alright, we're live.
We're live now? Alright.
Alright. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit DDLs. Okay, whatever. By playing Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of loud.
We said that we were gonna...
Yeah, it's loud. Hold on.
Yeah, we said that we were gonna do it at the end of the last podcast, but now we're actually doing it, and I'm excited. I've already played the game through, and he hasn't, and he doesn't know anything about it.
I'm scared.
I'm extremely excited to watch this. We're not gonna be able to finish it tonight, sadly, though.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to
It'll go in tomorrow, yeah.
But at least if we do it tomorrow, should we do it when it's like dark out, or you could probably literally just turn off all the lights in your room or some shit and probably darken out.
Yeah. Turn my music and sound a little bit.
Because if we get far enough in this game, I really just don't want to need to wait for another couple hours tomorrow until we can start streaming it again.
Yeah. I think what we're gonna do when it comes to stream tomorrow, I'm gonna play Overwatch for most of the day until it gets dark again, because I like playing spooky games when it's dark. Like, I have my room, the house is completely dark right now, nobody's awake.
Good.
So,
it's sad that we'll probably, like, I mean, the game's about 5 hours long, and we have approximately 1.5 to 2 hours.
Yeah.
So we'll probably get somewhere about halfway through it, which is definitely well into the spooky shit. So.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Should I put text speed all the way up?
I don't know. I started with it all the way up, and then I realized that I wasn't actually getting as immersed, so I put it to more slow so that I could actually understand, so that I could, like...
I'm gonna put about halfway, because I don't want it to go super slow, but I don't want it to go super fast. Well, but what's auto forward time?
It's if you choose skip.
Oh, I don't think I want to choose skip anything.
Yeah. I mean, there's one part later where there's... I actually don't know. It's not really a spoiler, it's just annoying. Like, because this could happen at any... It can't happen at any moment, but there's this one part where you need to scroll through 1,100 or 1,440 lines of glitch text. So that's the one time in the game that you're gonna need to put skip on.
All right.
That's the one time in the game that you're probably gonna need to do it, unless you're desperate enough to click through every single one of those 1,440 lines. I tried doing that, and then I almost got a third of the way before absolutely giving up and just pressing skip.
Okay, so skip will be useful sometimes.
Yeah, and even then, that's not even near the end of the game, so we might not even get to that tonight, but...
Alright. Okay, so... Now I can go to new game. Please enter your name. Ecto. Alright. Here we go.
Oh, there's one thing I'm not going to mention it. I was going to say...
Oh, wait, hold on. Should I keep this in window mode, or should I have it be completely full screen?
However you want to play it.
Full screen's probably more immersive.
There's only one difference. There's one actual difference between it being windowed and full screen near the end of the game again. Just in terms of, like, small details.
So is it better for full screen or no?
I'd say probably better full screen.
Alright.
There's another thing, too, that I'm really excited for near the end of the game. There are a couple, like, different events that happen.
It crashed. Thanks.
Good.
Okay.
There are a couple different, like, events that might happen based on whether you have OBS or XSplit open or not. So if we're streaming this, you're going to get to see things that I wasn't able to see. Because there are things that only happen when you're, like, there are things that only happen when you have a streaming thing open.
Oh, that's going to be interesting then.
Yeah, it will be interesting. It's surprising how much, like, forethought was put into this in terms of, like, knowing, like, okay, we need to check. This could happen if they're streaming it or recording it or something. So I already know what happens. I already know everything that happens in this game, even though I didn't actually get to that part. I just looked at the wiki. But
okay, hold on. Can you check the stream real quick and tell me if it's full screen or not on OBS? Because I can't close out of it then look because it crashes when I do that.
Yeah. It's hold on. I can't actually. I gotta check. Yeah, it's full screen. Okay.
It's fine. Okay. Text speed up. Alright, there we go.
There's someone in the chat. Oh, you gotta get all the CGs this time. No, that takes too much effort, and I mean it does give you the better ending.
Wait, what? Who's in the chat? Just a random person, or?
It looks like it's just a random person. I don't know them.
Okay.
But
That's
yeah,
nice. So this is attracting people to come watch the stream.
yeah, 'cause this is a relevant game.
Alright, let me
I wouldn't say that it's worth it for the first run. I still need to go back and do all that because I won't feel closure on this game until I get the good ending.
Alright.
But yeah, Ecto, in general, I wouldn't recommend looking at the chat just in case, but I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, can you read me? Because I can't look because this is full screen.
Yeah.
Alright. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl was Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other out for so long. We used to walk into school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just saw an aisle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha, I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Ecto. But people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Ecto, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any club. I haven't been looking either. Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join the club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content by getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I worried that you wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I died the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Well, at least promise me to try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worried so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Why don't you come to my club? Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Alright. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Good. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Ecto, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes you think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the school. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Ecto. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Ecto. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Harry mentioned, it's been wide so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs her wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen little white fluffy cupcakes that could look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you're good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full, and she always manages to get an icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. I get up on Natsuki's weird logic and miss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Ah, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. If that's not insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing before the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm not surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best, you know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Ecto, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Oh man, that's some nice foreshadowing. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri, for someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story really makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything about you just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and pulls her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have that writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example here and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Ecto? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh, what's that? Now that we're back at the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sari may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have the other clubs to look at, and, I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. Ecto, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, so I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then it makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone, I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Ecto, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Ecto, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore, because she's already stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh boy.
Alright, are we,
time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.
Alright, what are your opinions so far on the characters?
Very good. I like how there's all stereotypes.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the best things about this game. Just how cliche it opens up to be. Who's the best one, though? Who's the best one?
I don't know.
Like, my favorite, literally...
I think it's the pink... I don't know. I like the one with the pink hair. I forgot her name.
Natsuki?
Yeah, Natsuki.
Yeah. Throughout the entirety of the, game, like, depending on what happened, my favorite just keeps switching between either, Sayori or Natsuki. I don't know, but... Yuri's also up there. All the characters are actually really nice.
Yeah, the characters so far are pretty nice.
It's good.
I don't know what to choose. What are those sounds?
Oh, it's literally just me yawning. Unless you're talking about something from the game. Also, that reminds me. You should save the game now if you haven't.
Yeah, good idea.
And you should probably reload the game, like for OBS or something, because the audio is kind of quiet.
Oh, it is? Okay. Then I can just say that right now with the settings.
Oh yeah, I guess. I feel like it would be better to what I think personally what you should do is you should save and then like quit the game and then reload it.
Yeah, I
And
also
then
save.
see what the audio is like on OBS while you have it in windowed mode
Alright, there we
before
go.
you turn it to full screen.
Alright.
And then I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, but I'm interested to see
Yeah.
what comes after this.
I'm gonna go look at the chat real quick. Alright, stream status is good. Let me. Alright. So far this game is pretty good. My opinion so far is that it's pretty interesting to play through. I like how like it all like introduces the game to be a like really stereotypical dating sim sort of game, it seems like. Then probably go into psychological horror later, which will be fun. Let me relaunch the game actually in windowed mode. I'd like to play it in full. I'd love to play it in full screen because it's more like engaging that way. But it doesn't look like I'll be able to. The game is not suited for children or those who are easily disturbed. Yes, I know. Alright, settings, window. Let me see this. From the volume back down to where it actually was. Okay. Alright. Hopefully the stream audio is a little bit better. I'll fix OBS in a second. I'm just trying to listen to audio. Hold on. Let me mute the stream real quick. Alright, audio. Audio seems fine. Let me make sure. Yeah, I'll go in it's a little bit better. Yeah, audio seems to be fine here. Let me win full screen it. Sorry, I'll get back to the game in a second. I just want to make sure the audio's all good to go. Oh wait, no, I have the sound muted actually. Hold on, let me fix that. Go back up 7. Is OBS showing it? Okay, yeah, it is. Alright. There's some big stream delays, so let me wait a little bit. I'm ready to fix this. Alright. Let me mute the stream again real quick so I can listen to the audio. Alright, audio should be good to go. Let me turn up just a little bit. It's just very little bit. Alright, there we go. Let me load the game. We'll go back to where you were. Use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Alright. Alright, what should I choose? 1 of 20. Huh. Depression. Vivid. To lust. Fear. Termination, Undertale. What are you doing here? Starscape, incongruent. Intellectual. Thanks. Alone Run drops boop happiness, infinite playground. I don't know. should I go for here? Happiness, probably? Yeah, why not? Vertigo, time, essence, maker, sticky, blanket, bliss, vacation, vanilla. Sticky. Promise, aftermage, portrait, anime. Horror, philosophy, breathe, congruent, party, atone, lipstick, graveyard kiss, shopping. Horror. Beauty, together, rose, cage, parfait, ambient, embrace, bunny, question, melody. Click cage. I don't know. So I'm still a little confused. What am I supposed to do here? Just click through words or something?
Yeah, just click the words. Whatever club member, try to click words that you think like are more like preferred by whoever the favorite club member is. That's how the game's dating system works or whatever.
All right. Nope. Suicide. Good word. I'm just gonna keep. Every time I get a word wrong, I'm just gonna reload my save.
You can get a couple words wrong though.
All right.
If you ever need it, I could actually. There's a list of all the words for shit.
All right. Email.
I got a popsicle. I love this. What the fuck is that?
What do you have?
A popsicle.
Popsicles are great.
But like not like a normal popsicle. The two popsicles or whatever they are. You know the ones. Like the
Yeah.
ice pops or whatever they're called. They're my shit.
And I'm just gonna choose just words at this point and just let what happens happen.
Good. Yeah, that's probably a good thing for the beginning of the game. Not like very much happens.
Okey-dokey.
It's fun, but still. In terms of lore, story, or whatever, it doesn't matter at all what you do here.
All right.
I mean, a couple things do, but I'd rather see where you go with this.
Climax.
Good word.
Climax. Oceanside tears there. Why not? Boop. Good word. Milk. Why is milk a word? Is it referring to, is it referring to the one with the tits?
I don't know. It's
Boop,
probably
boop.
supposed to be like a cute thing or something. I don't know.
Poof. Good word. Huh. Kitty. Let's see. There's the poem. Hi again, Ecto. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Now, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Ecto. Help isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive into headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if he planned to just come here and hang out for what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you clearly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Ecto always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work, even without me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Good. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Ecto can be good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you into something today, you know? Wait. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal. It's really not. What do I do? Sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking, because that means that the rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. No matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out. So picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. I'm gonna load. I don't think this is the path I want to go down. Or should I just keep playing? I don't know. Yeah, why not? I'll just reload it. Yeah, I think I already knew the path that was going down.
Good.
Why not?
Be surprised. There's really only one rule in terms of paths. Whoever essentially just kind of count the jumps of the stickers in terms of who jumps whenever you choose a word. Whoever jumps the most, that's the path that day's gonna go for, no matter what else you do.
All right. Chocolate.
Even though like 9 out of 10 times it seems like it won't end up like that, but it will.
Okay, I think I see, you know, it seems like all the animal related ones are Natsuki, all the ones related to actions or stuff like that. Alright. Alright, I think I'm starting to see how the words correlate now. Alright.
The poem games are like nice relaxing breaks from all the clicking, honestly.
Yeah.
The music is great too.
Intellectual. Good word.
This entire game's soundtrack is really great though.
Yeah.
I gotta get around to buying the fan pack or whatever.
It doesn't have like all the music and art book and shit in it.
Yeah, so I was gonna get that earlier today, but I forgot. My parents are probably asleep now.
I was left to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. Blah blah. I already saw this. Okay, so that wasn't because of that. Okay, it was just part of the story. Alright. I was going down a certain path and I jumped watched the number of jumps as well, so it's just part of the story. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. I read through all this. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So 99 sketch for me is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I'll make it be if you want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Dragon pulls out a book. How much you feel left out. So you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading it much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a Cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. Okay. Seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica, she never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized? Someone else is just gonna mess it up. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyways? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I never heard of in my life. That probably means either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass in that door. She pointed to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Ecto. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly... Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me in the closet. She's gonna get the wall beneath the windowsill. She puts me on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches away an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. It looks like it's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You would think I enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean... Well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's this really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they get into their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely still one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge?
Oh.
We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. I think I'll ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it out to them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? It makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time, but it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. I least it's safe here in the club room, except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is one of my favorite characters. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone, but she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends. I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Monica, alright everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily sides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or I'm more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it. Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can wait. I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I'll just choose.
Doesn't matter who you choose. As far as
I'm gonna choose random, whoever I click. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well let's start with things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki reads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving my opinion. Then what was the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I wouldn't be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were surprised to show me some dumb poem, make me go, ha, well it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you don't need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring up the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And who's next? This is a good poem, Ecto. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Ecto. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I want to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. You asked me to come out and play, or trusted me to wish a rainy day. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. But if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, who next? Hi, Ecto. Having a good time so far? Good, glad to hear it. New and everything. Did you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Ecto. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hand Monica my poem. I like it, Ecto. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write, and she's a good writer, too, so take it as a compliment, if you say so. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. It might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through, so I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the new kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most, so don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want me to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel the way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction in the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It looks too deep, stretching forever into anything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to be asking for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems about putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? I'm not really sure how to put it. I can say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, now what are Yuri? Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my words into thought, my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess I might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to these new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. I've been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in the new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely dumb, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that can go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them up, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing out of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Flickins.
Flickins. Why did I think it said flickins?
I would say it kind of looks like an N, but I'm used to reading cursive at this point.
I'm shit at reading cursive because nobody at my school or people that I talk to in general writing cursive.
Literally, there's a game, like, I kind of just read every poem, and I'm like, okay, so this is what cursive is like, and then I remembered it.
Alright. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Mm-hmm. Actually, the story itself isn't about ghosts at all, Ecto. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort and able to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. And that's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Ecto did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particular inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Ecto liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe just jealous that Ecto appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Ecto started showing up. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me after they just noticed I was standing there. Ecto. She just tried to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Ecto. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Ecto? Well, how did I get dragged in this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. Help. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. Instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri. Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori. Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can these two keep fighting when they know you're making your friend feel like this? Ecto. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless everyone wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Very, very good dialogue in this game. Very, very good dialogue. Big and beautiful.
It only gets better from here on out.
I just really like how it introduces itself just a super stereotypical dating sim.
Yeah,
Sayori.
that's honestly one of my favorite things.
Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki settles down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. This is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I can't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If I get a chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Ecto, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poem everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do at least a better job impressing those I want to impress. Save. Here. We'll write your save, yes.
Alright, boys.
I nod to myself a newfound determination. Ecto, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I had spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, what about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. And you don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Ecto, it's nice to see I got to spend more time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks as if Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone but nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright, next poem, I'm guessing? Oh, yeah. Alright.
Alright, I like how cliche of a game this is so far.
It's incredibly cliche.
I think that's why it's good, honestly. Like, if this were its own game, like, without the spooky shit, I would probably still play it just because of how silly it is, in terms of being cliche. It's cliche enough to the point where it's just really fun and lighthearted. I like it. Yeah, I forgot that I fortune cookie here. I should probably eat it. Fortune cookies are fucking blessed.
Read the very good fortune that's inside.
No. I can't remember the last time it's been an accurate fortune. For the longest time, I didn't know how to correctly open fortune cookies. But it's so satisfying now whenever you do.
Alright, there we go. Okay, next day. Another day passed and it's time for the club meeting already. I'm gonna take a drink of water. My mouth's getting really dry. Hold on. There we go.
Good noise.
Very good noise, yeah. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Ecto. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you've been in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't you take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns upside down and lets the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that leaves only the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Ecto to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and I have to accept the retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sarah knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... a cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes by Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you just seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can I tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. So you're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay. That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case... I won't let you down, Ecto. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. And don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. My water. My entire 2 liter of water just sitting here. I had a 2 liter of lemonade that was just kind of like, really like, low. So I just drank the rest of the lemonade and filled it up with water and brought it to my room. Good. Instead of having to go back and forth to grab cups of water.
Good.
And there's just like chunks of ice floating around in it. I don't know why I decided to bring ice. Decided to fill up a 2 gallon with water and just bring it in here, but whatever, it's very good.
I should actually go and get another popsicle.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it away from my hands and quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that clearless. Oh, no idea what that was, but okay.
Wait, what happened?
I felt like I was about to burp, but I just felt a pop in my chest. It was extremely uncomfortable. It just felt like a bubble popped in my chest, and I could feel my chest slightly move up and back down. It was really uncomfortable.
Good description.
I don't know how to explain it. My chest popped. Fucking rib fell off. I don't know what even caused that. I hit the manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm going to get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're going to tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. The chapter ended where Minori and Alice found Monica. Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff. It fucking happened again!
You're gonna die.
I probably am. Fucking... You know the one things from Alien that just bursts out of chests? Yeah, that's what's happening right now. It's just gonna be... You just go halfway through the stream, just gonna hear me fall over and just hear weird alien noises coming from my mic. You sound like a fucking dolphin. Shut up.
Good.
So I had to move
because I'm laying down.
Good. So I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there. I just had to organize it a bit. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving all these back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves, and besides, they're all really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as well. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box up triumphantly. There. Having almost fallen, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez, no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way I'll be able to get bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The costume chairs have the desk attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls, but I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Natsuki climbs into the chair, then slowly balances onto her feet. She slowly refuses my help. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. There we go. See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. Ooh, the chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it that told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Why? I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead. Natsuki realizes her arms are around the Parfait Girls box set, so easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey, Ecto. I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks at me like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box. Well, what are you looking at? You're trying to look at my... Natsuki's leg shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki. The scene turns into a chaos in a split second. The chair flies from underneath Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you. Crash. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. My right arm back seriously felt the impact. Suddenly, Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gross. A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking, you sicko? Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica, see what happens when you put manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Oh, one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total perv, so I hope you're happy. I didn't. Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation, Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know. Don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no. My. I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of her books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she holds, desperately trying to smooth out. Must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to flex the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book shut and throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Sob. Natsuki, are you? No. Natsuki's voice squeaks. I can see tears on her face. I hope get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so. Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No, I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day, it's so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright, I'll help clean this up. And I'll move the rest of the manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This will help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know. Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't before long we're done. I hoist the bag onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get into the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books on the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I help off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. If you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You take responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up, if you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time and open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. Girls will be holding on to this for now. Yep, even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know. I told you. Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. Alright, let me go first. Okay, what does Sayori? I'll just go down the list, actually. Sayori. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Ecto. I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez, I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe in Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you a lot better than... I'll understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's an ecto poem. And it makes it feel extra special, like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird. I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's just why I go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in my mind. I'm starting to lose my voice. What the fuck?
Good.
Oh, my throat's starting to hurt.
Jesus Christ.
Why is my throat starting to hurt?
Too much reading. Maybe it's because of the weird thing that your stomach was doing earlier.
My fucking chest. My throat's been hurting like for at least half an hour. I have no clue why.
Probably go and try to eat something if drinking water didn't work.
Yeah, it's either that or just like you said, I've talked a lot today, so I could have started be losing my
Yeah.
voice, which
Since you
would
did a
not be good.
podcast, and now we're also playing a visual novel.
Yeah, and then because I'm streaming, it's not like I can just sit there and read it in my head. I have to read it out loud.
Yeah.
It'll be funny if I like lose my voice tomorrow, then I can barely talk, but I still have to read it out loud.
Good.
I'm gonna go
The
see if
closer we get to the end of the game, the less reading there actually is, though. So.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Actually, see if that helps. I'll be back in a second.
Alright, I'm actually gonna go get something to eat too, but I'll be right back. Alright. Is he back yet, or? I'm gonna assume not. Fuck. Good phone.
Alright, I'm back. Yeah, it does seem like eating does make it feel a little bit better.
Yeah, I have another popsicle now. My phone charger, it doesn't work a lot of the times I plug it in. Like, when I plug it in, it doesn't do anything. This time when I plugged it in, it immediately went from 6% to 7%, even though it didn't say that it was charging. And I'm very confused. Alright.
Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. Yeah, as I was saying before, it does seem like eating is helping. Oh, hi, Vern.
Vern!
Vern, do you want a cheese cube? Or do you want a piece of ham?
Vern wants a cheese cube.
Should I give him a cheese cube or a piece of ham?
Take a half of the cheese cube and a half of that. No, here's what you gotta do.
He's already looking at it, Vern.
You gotta take a small, thin, slice of the cheese cube and sandwich it between, two small ham things and give it to him as a sandwich.
I will right now. I'm feeding Vern live on stream. This is the content people really came here for. You ready, Vern? I'm gonna put it on the floor now, and you better eat it, or I'll kill you. Alright. Alright, let's go back to the game. And yeah, eating is definitely making my throat feel better. So it's probably because I don't know if it's because I was hungry or I was hungry or not, because this is the first thing I've eaten all day.
Jesus Christ. Of course you're gonna feel like shit if you haven't eaten anything all day.
Good. Where was okay? I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. Did you eat it, Vern? Am I gonna have to kill you, Vern? Don't give me the big eyes, Vern. Don't give me the big eyes.
The big eyes.
That's what I call them. He's giving me the big eyes. He didn't eat any of it. He didn't even eat the piece of ham. I gave you a piece of mac and cheese the other day and you ate it, but you won't even eat a small part of a cheese cube or a slice of ham.
He is. No hungry.
Now he's hungry. Now that I'm giving it to him separately, he's eating the pieces. You're so fucking weird.
Good.
I'll just separate and put in little pieces next to each other, and he can select which one he wants to eat. Hopefully I don't forget about there being food on my floor, otherwise that's probably not going to end up very well. But whatever. I'm probably going to forget about it, and I'm going to wake up tomorrow with ants all over my floor. Because, you know, I'm a fucking idiot. Alright. Well, let's continue. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you feel a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help you give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. And the cheese cube melts in my mouth as I eat. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Ecto. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Battles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with other things. The happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle with starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my feelings go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf. Fucking another thing in my chest.
Good chest.
No idea what's happened. Vern, did you eat any of it? Don't give him the big eye. Why are you licking your teeth? He's not licking his lips. He's like baring and showing me his teeth and licking his teeth. What the fuck are you doing? Did you eat any of it? Are you gonna?
He is the big lick the plaque off his teeth.
Oh, he ate half the cheese cube. That's both your slobber. Vern.
Eat it.
I'm not eating stuff that was on my fucking floor and had my cat slobber on it. You're so weird. Why did you choose a piece of cheese cube over ham?
I love Vern.
I love you, Vern. You're such a good cat. Hi, Vern. He chose pieces of cheese over ham. And he didn't even eat the other. He just kind of smelled it and just walked away. Now he's coming back. You want another cheese cube? You fucking... You're so weird, Vern, but that's why you're good. That's why you're a good cat. Because you are the very weird boy.
He loves the cheese. He craves it.
He craves it. He craves a cheese curdle. A chunky milk curdle. I remember when Owen used to get really upset because he used to drink milk in the summer and ended up believing when I say that if you drink milk when it's really hot out, the milk literally spoils in your stomach. Why are you licking the floor where the cheese cube was? If you want another cheese cube, you could just ask politely, Vern.
He is tasting the leftover cheese on the floor.
Have I ever told you about the time I was eating dinner and Griffin was in my room and I put broccoli down next to him and he just kind of munched on it and ate it and walked out?
Good.
Hey, Vern.
He munch.
He eats his vegetables so he can grow up big and strong.
Good.
Alright. Continue. Where was I? Is it? I think, okay. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frankly pull them all from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy
How
crap.
edgy. What are your opinions on the...
Holy crap!
On the big edgy?
That's extremely edgy. I agree with Ecto's words. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy. Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. Things you heard about it. Vern, you're in the exact same position you've been in for the last 5 minutes staring at me. What do you want? What the fuck do you want from me?
He wants more cheese.
You're creepy. He actually looks really creepy. He's staring at me with really big, like, eyes. He's not blinking because Vern, he never blinks at the same time. He always blinks one eye at a time, and it's really weird. And half his he's staring at me, and half his face is covered in shadows, and the other half is being lit up by the monitor, and it's really fucking creepy. What do you want, Vern?
He wants.
Do you crave another cheese cube? Will that appease your fucking demons in your head? Will that appease them? Will a sacrifice of one of my cheese cubes appease them, Vern? Yes or no?
What if he nodded his head yes?
I'll give him another. Only a part, Vern. Cause I don't want you eating my food. I haven't eaten anything all day. I'm kind of hungry. Not exactly too hungry. That's why I got pieces of ham and cheese cubes. I just realized that I literally just grabbed ham that you put on a sandwich from the fridge and pieces of cheese cubes. I didn't even make a sandwich.
I think I know what ham you're talking about, and I eat that shit plain all the time.
Cuphead
hit 1 million copies sold.
Oh, that's cool. I used to also do this thing where I would take pieces of ham and then like put a piece of cheese below and just put it into a wrap and just eat it like that because I was too lazy to make a sandwich. It was really fucking autistic, but are you gonna eat it or?
Good.
So you're just gonna? He just picked up in his mouth, looked at me while it was between his teeth, and then just dropped it on the floor. And now he's staring at me again. He didn't even bite anything out of it. I just noticed Vern has the cat paws, the like blessed cat paws where they like have a little fold in them. Vern has the good paws. Hi, Vern.
Bless.
Now he is loving on my hand. Why are you? Did you try to suck on my finger? What the fuck do you want, you freak? Now he's just making eye contact with the cheese cube on the floor, just staring at it, not doing anything.
Good.
Thank you, Vern. You're so fucking weird. Okay, back to this. The point is, it came out good, and so you should be very proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I wasn't meant to express myself this way. It even helps to understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had the habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this one's one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Should I have some of my poems next? I'm just gonna. That's Natsuki. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back to the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. This isn't supposed to happen at all.
Okay, thanks.
I should just be bad at this. How'd that down.
Disgusting.
Good.
I think by the end of the night, we'll actually get into, like, the extreme beginning of the, spooky shit, so I feel like that might be a good place to end off if we actually get there.
Yeah. My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously, you think I let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Natsuki's face freezes like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. What do you want now? What the fuck?
What, dude?
Did you get the cheese cube stuck to your paw? What the fuck?
Wait, did he what?
He got the cheese cube stuck to his paw. Come here, Vern. You fucking little retard. Oh, Vern.
Bless.
Vern.
Actually blessed Vern.
Vern. I know you have Down syndrome, Vern, but come on.
He's so, Vern is so blessed.
I threw the cheese cube away now because I have my trash can right here next to me because I actually asked my mom to buy me a trash can so I'm too lazy to walk in the kitchen and throw my stuff away.
Good.
Vern. Now he's licking his paw. He wants to get the essence of the cheese off of it.
The essence of the cheese. The essence of the cheese.
Do you want to hear Vern make the big love on the mic?
Yes, please.
Here, Vern. Say something to the stream. Thanks for rubbing your head against the mic, Vern. Your input is very appreciated.
I heard that and it was so good.
Now he's headbutting it. Why are you headbutting it?
Good Vern noises. Blessed Vern noises.
I think Vern is a little stupid. I don't think he's quite right in the head. But you know what? That's okay. Not everybody is perfect, Vern. You included. What the fuck are you doing now? Why are you just shaking your head back and forth? Do you have something stuck to your tooth? He's acting like, you know how like when you give cats or dogs peanut butter, they just keep licking their teeth over and over? I think he may have gotten a piece of cheese stuck to his tooth.
Bless.
You're very good cat, Vern. Aw, Vern. What? Okay, let me get back to this. Red face, Natsuki quickly. You keep distracting me, Vern. Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Ecto. Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No. I just told her that. My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monica that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monica sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Ecto? Cheating? What did you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I don't understand Monica's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey. Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monica's hands. Neither of us noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monica? Of course, I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. But Ecto wrote this poem, and we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well I think Ecto is done sharing his poem with everyone. I don't think anyone wants to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. Natsuki, I'll give you the poem, but it's still not very fair to Yuri. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Ecto was right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's going to like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Good fucking poem. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. If I always hear her talking to people, she probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers, and I'm going to tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't realize this is the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message here is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. You know any people like that? Of course. About how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and makes them happy? I think people need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can relate too. You know, I'm glad you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about this yesterday, but I've been, well, enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Let's look forward to tomorrow, okay? Alright, I will. Yuri. Are you still mad at me? Yeah, for disrespecting Natsuki yesterday, because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me, because you prefer her writing over mine. It's not really true. Meaning I disrespected her. I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no, Yuri. I'm reading this a little bit too much. How could I be so stupid? Always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come up with awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants, but it's not fair to you. When you be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori, Yuri, please. It makes it easier for you if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but if that's she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts, I assign it myself. All I can do is accept that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide to that request. What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know, what is he doing? Oh, what does Big
He's
Bird
walking
do?
around and acting weird on my bed.
Good.
Why is your head under the sheet? How did you even get your head under my fucking bed sheet? Hold on. Vern, come here. Vern. Come on, kitty. Okay, Vern.
Oh, bless.
How did you get your... Oh, how did you do that, kitty? How did you do that, kitty, Vern? Oh, I hear you purring, Vern. Oh, you're such a good kitty. Hi, Vern.
Yeah, Vern is the big bless.
Just gonna go sit on my blanket now, my pillow.
Vern is big bless. Vern is the big bless. Vern is
Hi,
the
Vern.
big bless. Vern is the big bless. Vern is the big bless. Vern is the
Okay. Oh
bless.
fuck, my headset.
Vern
Whoops.
is the big bless. Vern is
Ah,
big
the chest. The fuck was that?
Vern is the big
What's going on outside? Where are people yelling? Shut the fuck up.
good.
Probably a fucking murder or something. Who cares? Anyways, let's continue. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems now, right? I have something extra planned today, so everyone could come and sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a good sort of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Oh, my mic. Hold on. There we go, maybe? Oh, my chest! Fuck. Okay. I have no clue what's going on, but I'm probably gonna have to tell my mom or something about it tomorrow. Because this is getting really annoying. Hope I don't have to
It is the bubble in your tummy.
Stop. It's not even my stomach, it's my chest. Like, I feel like a bubble starting to form in my chest and I can feel it pop. It's really fucking weird.
Try cracking your chest like you would crack your knuckles.
So just like, I haven't really stretched a lot today, so maybe that's why I'll just try laying back in my chair.
What if it was like a really big cracking noise? Like, loud enough that like you hear like an echo.
I haven't cracked my knuckles either, ready?
Bless.
Cracking your knuckles is the most satisfying thing in the world.
I got one earlier today before the podcast when I was muted. I got like a really satisfying one. It was so blessed.
What I find funny is that there's literally no reason to do it. It doesn't help anything. It just feels good.
Yeah.
It doesn't even feel that. It doesn't even change how you feel afterwards. It's just satisfying in the moment to hear the noise.
Yeah.
Hi, Vern. Aw, Vern. He's so. I just see his head just sticking out of my blanket.
Good Vern, good Vern, good
He-
Vern, good Vern, good Vern.
He is the cozy boy, wrapped up in the blanket, ready to sleep.
Bless.
He is very good, Vern. Okay, let me get back to this now.
No, you need to get webcam as soon as possible. We need a Vern stream. We really need a Vern stream.
Vern is so blessed. He's such a good cat. Hi, Vern. His eyes are slowly becoming closed and closed. He is becoming tired.
He going.
Good night, Vern.
Sleep.
He is now asleep. Vern has entered sleep phase. Good night, Vern. Oh no, he's awake. Now he's licking himself.
He is entering the sleep realm.
The realm of sleep. Ah! Chest fuck! Alright. Sayori has been writing posters, and I've designed some pamphlets that we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Monica, yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event, but the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Well, I have a feeling that this is going to be the part where it starts getting really weird.
Wait, what's going on?
It's talking about the festival and having to put on a performance for a poem.
Oh.
Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sarah, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up these posters, did you? Well, I did. Did you really think that's bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems to anyone until a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And most people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's all about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right, and it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others, to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And all if it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get the new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else expectant faces. I guess I really have no choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. The club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri, but anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start up to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. And it's something she's done before, or she's simply a natural. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes and starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fiercely confident woman. The poem is full of twisted turns and a structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse in the whirling fire that Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if bewildered even herself. It doesn't mean to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we don't want to applaud for her, but we are caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds a poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay. Guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and she walks over to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Aha. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reflecting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out better that way. I see. Okay then, Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like your soft voice is made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on a paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she meant she likes my poems. It's like I get to read more deeply into someone than I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Ecto liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poems don't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. And I really don't understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery won't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing doing it in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Ecto. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Ecto lower everyone's standards a little before I might as well do it. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. Not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. I'm not exactly confident in my own writing. It's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. So I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's a lesson about your abilities and the more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, wasn't it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But it's just my friends. It's a little embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that's all you have an idea of what you want to write. Whatever, I missed that line. Can't remember what it said, whatever.
There's a history.
Oh, there is? Okay.
It's next to the skip button.
Okay, good. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Okay, good. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'll continue that. As far as the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to finish the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Ecto, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I welcome with Sayori once more, even though it's only been a few days. A lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. Let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... I don't know. I would still welcome Sayori. Sayori, you think I would ditch you for Natsuki? But she's so cute and fun to be around. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you already seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Ecto. You think about me too much sometimes. Natsuki would deserve it if she wanted it so. Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away, so who knows what'll happen in that time. Oh boy, next poem, alright. Sparkle. Oh, whoops, I didn't even see what I chose. Whatever. No, I didn't. Whatever. I mean to choose that. Jumpy. Email. Hop.
Hop.
Vanilla.
I like how it's just
Spinning.
Hawaii.
Marshmallow. Poof.
Also,
Giggle.
I actually don't think that we'll be able to finish Act 1
Sad.
by the end of the night, because, I mean, I don't know about you, you keep playing if you want, I gotta go probably in about 5 minutes.
Alright, let me finish this up then and I'll save. Alright,
Well, actually,
sugar.
we'll keep going and then you could save, because normally my parents are probably asleep downstairs, let's be honest. I'd say wait a bit more.
Loud.
Loud.
Fluffy. Hopeless.
When's the last time that Vern has made a loud? When is the last time that Vern has made
Oh,
a...
he's asleep in my bed now. Good night, Vern. Aw.
Now you can't sleep. Now you can use that as an excuse to not sleep because Vern is sleeping bad.
Hey, Vern. Oh, hi, Vern. He's using
You
his
should
own
take-
arm as pillow.
You should take image.
I would, but I want to turn the light and wake him up.
Sad.
Aw, man. And the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, Undertale, starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you, and I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where you get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Example like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? Yeah, I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what did you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for the day, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's and Sayori's anyways. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to someone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry so much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I weirdly glanced at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation had already dispersed everyone back at their usual activities. May I just ask Monica if she knows anything about Sayori recently? Since they were preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Ecto, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too much into it. She seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica appears across the room from Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down at her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Ecto. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really liked this. She's always talked to me and things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just want to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Bubble pop chest. Okay, maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Bubble pop chest.
Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the person thing on her mind is you, Ecto. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say much, but Sari talks about you more than anyone else, than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined this club. It's like an extra light that was turned on inside of her. No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it's always been. You're so funny, Ecto. Have you thought that maybe before you've always seen her so cheerful? That's because it's how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyways? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you just forget about what I said, right? I tried to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that wouldn't be hard. That I want to be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice quiet so I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I almost said I shit myself down. Good. I know Sayori told me not to. Oh, my fucking plate. I almost knocked it off. Nope. You can just stay up there. Alright. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you. I can see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. Not like you're making me, what'd I say? It's not like I'm worried, okay? I was just... Natsuki glances down to her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. She didn't want me to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. In that case, I think you just trust her a little more. If she needed you, she'd be... If she needed you, then you'd be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about it because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought about it that way from the start. Natsuki fills with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. I was already worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. As some time passes, Monica calls out of the club room. Why don't we share our poems? Where I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Ecto. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now, if you insist. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. If I say anything to her, she walked out of the classroom humming to herself. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know, I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that, or jealous. I really wasn't jealous, just because you happen to be a good writer. That's such a dumb thing to be jealous about. Natsuki, what? You're not certainly not confident about your own writing, are you? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too, right? Ecto, please just tell me that you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki, because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point of sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, that's so cute, just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter, the emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki. If you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth up the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it. Before I can pick it up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not any good. I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But when I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own writing style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it, but I know you better now, and it's wrong for you to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well, but sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you, and I'm sorry if that was part of the problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once more, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Let's turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all my heart, but what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trust in me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me, because you. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. I was just a little surprising to read. I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things that you can't just say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I am always mean well. I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles completely, failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just... remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me like this, it's meaningful. I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her, but as I do, Natsuki takes my hand and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hand surprised me with their assertion. I don't want it. Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki is doing. And able to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I chose to go along with it. Good. If we didn't, I would... Never mind. I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone sees, okay? Yeah, I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so I can put away Natsuki's poem. Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess she changes her mind, she'll come to me. But I should leave her be for now. Hi Ecto, have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Singing with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? That's... Oh, come on, Ecto. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending to like the manga she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. I think you're misunderstanding, Ecto. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Taste. Alright. Is it live again? Or is it not live? Let me refresh it. Okay, it's live. Alright. Wait.
Okay, we're... Okay, thank God. Haha.
Okay, yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish, alright. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So I need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know what to handle over her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. Anyone want to do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. While I care about her and the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, a lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, of all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift, the sky victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look up at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Okay. You know, life is meaningless, thanks. I
think that might actually be, like, probably the edgiest poem.
Yeah, just life is meaningless. Jesus Christ. I feel like learning and looking for answers are that sort of thing that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, sure, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? From what I've seen so far, Monica just seems to be like a Mary Sue character.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, there's one thing I noticed.
Monica.
Yeah, I don't like Monica either so far.
Monica's the one character that I don't like.
She's just like, so far, she just seems like Mary Sue's, and I don't like Mary Sue's in the slightest.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone in the clip prefers running about things that are more sad than happy. But of course, I have to include a Mary Sue, because it seems like it's almost a parody on dating sim games.
Yeah,
like it's
practically.
It is a, yeah, but I think that's kind of the point. It is a parody, but then it's bait. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Are you surprised? I meant, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something that you put so much effort into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or bad or okay or bad, don't want to focus on more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging all that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Fuck your advice, bitch. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is that me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only different thing is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyways? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously, of all times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No, first of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. Who? How am I supposed to say that? Who? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Do I have to read this?
Huh? What is it?
Challenge accepted. I love 2006 meme references.
Stop.
That hurt to say. Okay. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sorry, will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I'll never give Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations that help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes. She stares at her desk and focus starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Ecto. You're the one who's truly useless. I don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. Be really appreciative of that. That's... Monica said to spend the weekend with one of my club members. How on earth are you going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. Not like Monica's going to give me a choice, but you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyways. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Ecto may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance, so therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard can it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds like more like you just making an excuse for Ecto too. Well, what are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Ecto to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though, jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. So you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. And in that case, we're gonna say that me. I feel bad. I want to go Sayori. I mean, it would have to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of for the club, okay? Alright. I don't know, Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it'd be fun, and you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so I could probably be us two people. Don't worry. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago you were saying that. But that's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it, after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes. Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Ecto? Me? I guess I'm interested in see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not just be that. I think that Yuri just might be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do, then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over and puts her hand down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here, and... you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. Oh, okay. I just zoned out for this for a second. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but yours isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I was taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things, but I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori, even if it didn't work perfectly. I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this, because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb, but I'm going to do my best, and all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I I hope to see everyone do their best, but with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I have to follow Monica and Yuri at the doorways to chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how it slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I'd be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I'd have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad's home. Anyways, I just need to complain for a second. Ah, my fucking throat, my neck. I'm definitely starting to lose my voice. So anyways, okay, whatever.
Good.
We have each other's numbers now.
It'll be over soon, I'm pretty sure.
That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. I'm gonna stop at this next poem section. Alright, found me. Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much, so you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that it's not like I could act in front of everyone. Ah, bubble burst. Okay. That I was looking forward to this. Wait, really?
Bubble burst.
Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so, alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I prefer to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about it. If we go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. I was complaining about things, but I saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I'm worried about it at the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside from what she might need, when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over much like we've done in the past. Went to Sayori's house, and I opened the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume that she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. Oh boy, is this where it starts getting weird? I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Ecto. I sit down in her room. She forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. That's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I always recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly want to come over today? You supposed to be seeing Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how do you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. What about you? You're going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just want to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something is wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Ecto. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you have just been worried about me after all. You wouldn't have to come over here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. And that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori, I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sarah gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Ecto. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Ecto? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like, and that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Does she really want it so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why has you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend, because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I want to have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Ecto. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have waste effort caring about me instead of doing other important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone to be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided that the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Ecto, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that I could have helped is if everything could be like it always was, but I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. Now I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders, this time pulling to a tight embrace. Ecto, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Ecto, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Ecto, Kirby barely managed to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing this the right thing, but all I want to do is know that I care. If you have if you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. If there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Ecto. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain, but your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori let me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? That's what I want. I promise. I think that'd be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all things, that's to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then it won't really forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? It'll be fun. By surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be a very good thing for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry about it too much. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too.
Okay, I think that's actually a good place to stop because I have to go and stuff.
Alright.
I think that's a really nice place to stop for tomorrow.
Yeah, let me save it. Right. Then I'll load it back up tomorrow.
Skippy is rubbing on my foot and it feels really weird. Skippy.
Good Skippy.
Skippy, what are you doing? Wait. Oh, that's your tail. Okay. I don't know what Skippy's doing, but it's something.
Very good Skippy.
Something worthwhile, yeah.
Okay, now that it's saved, I think. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So then.
Alright. Yeah, the game is really good so far.
Yeah. For as cliche and stupid as this is the beginning, I think that's why it's a good game, because of how just
I
It's like,
just can't wait for the twist to see what like the actual plot of the
yeah,
game
you're
is.
extremely close, but you can already probably tell that at this rate.
Yeah, especially the whole depression thing.
This is where it begins, and I'm excited for tomorrow to see where it continues. Is Skippy still
It
in here?
feels like something like really fucked up is about to happen. It's like I can't wait for tomorrow. Honestly, it's gonna be really fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually try to wake up early. Just try to play the game. Start
It's a
streaming.
blast. If you do, you gotta stream it because I really want to watch it.
All right.
Actually, okay. No, here, if you wake up early, you should like spam message me until I wake up. Just because of how close you're getting to the actual part, I really want to be there whenever it happens. I feel like it'll be really good.
Actually, no. Like I said, I'm gonna wait because I'm getting close to the actual part. I would like it to be spooky and dark when that happens. So I'm probably gonna
Yeah.
play Overwatch until it gets dark. Then once it gets dark, I'll start playing the game. No, when I wake up, I'll start playing the game. Then once I feel like it's starting to get dark, or you tell me or whatever, then I'll probably switch to playing Overwatch or something.
Yeah. Well, it depends when you wake up, like when you wake up in terms of what it is outside, whether it's light or not. I'm assuming
Yeah.
depends on how early you wake up. Which, given how it's already 1 a.m. there,
I'm probably
I
gonna.
feel like you're gonna end up oversleeping. Probably, it's gonna be one of those situations where, like, you're gonna do with the comfy stream, how we woke up, both agreed that it was too early, and then both went back to sleep.
Yeah.
That's probably what it's gonna be. But
I usually every day wake up around 8 a.m. But usually I either get up or I just keep falling back to sleep. And like I sleep for an hour, I wake up. I sleep for an hour, I wake up, and I just don't feel motivated enough to get out of bed.
Yeah, normally I sleep for like normally I would go to bed at like around literally around this time I'd be asleep. I normally don't wake up until like 9:30, and then I just kind of or no, I don't wake up until like 8, and then I just kind of wake up and then fall back asleep every 30 minutes.
All right.
But
Good.
yeah, this will be good that we can continue this tomorrow. I'm really happy with how far we've gotten, and I feel like this was an even better place to leave off than what I thought it would be. Why is it try to watch this without laughing or grinning video in my feed?
Fucking feed. All right. Before I end the
Not my
stream,
feed, my
any last things you want to say before I stop streaming?
I'm extremely excited for tomorrow's stream.
Yeah.
I want to play
is getting
Overwatch
really
a
really
lot,
good.
and I also really want to see a reaction to this.
Yeah. Tomorrow's gonna
This
be
is
tomorrow's gonna be a really good stream.
Yeah, like
I kind
as
of
of
want to try to spend as much time as I can streaming tomorrow.
yeah,
Like almost as soon as I wake up, I want to start streaming.
yeah. I feel like every person has like one thing, like you need to play this game or you need to like listen to this song, and you haven't lived until then. I feel like this is my game right now. This is like something that I feel like everyone needs to play at least once. It's really good to me. I love this game a lot.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where it's going. Like the game was like the game. I was getting kind of like confused over when it was gonna start getting weird, but it started getting weird. I could already tell just by the whole depression thing that it's gonna start getting weird soon.
Yeah, the game makes it painfully obvious when everything is about to happen, and that's probably why I'm confused the most. Like I knew what was gonna happen. I knew like as soon as I click this, it's gonna happen. And the first thing that like actually happens is still like the thing that actually still hits me the hardest every time I think about it. It's like nothing for me. No other spooky shit that happens in the game hits me as hard as the first thing, even though I know exactly when it's gonna happen. Skippy's laying down over
No,
there.
I have a feeling something really bad is gonna happen.
Oh, yeah, what do you expect? It's honestly not even nearly as bad as some of the other stuff that happens. Just for some odd reason, it personally hits me more so than.
Is it scary or shocking?
It's like both.
Oh boy.
This entire game is a big mix of scary and shocking. Okay, hold on. I gotta go. My headphones are off right now.
All right, let me click stop.